Morning Masters Podcast. Your host, Maine, of course. Got a special guest in the building today. I got Reggie Middleton. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? You all right?
Chilling. Now this is a little different than most because this is somebody that I same age, but I grew up to admire. Don't do a lot of interviews, so it's probably one of the first in-depth joints you got.
Definitely the first interview here. Anyway, anything else would have been like after a basketball game.
Yeah, definitely. You can find now they can find some interviews of you in there. Chronicle 2-3 questions. You know what I'm saying about the game.
Right, that's about it.
So normally I ask people like their upbringing, but I'm gonna change it around for you. I'm gonna ask you. Tell me when you came up, you 8, 6, 7 years old, whatever. What was Augusta like back then versus now? 'Cause I drive by like basketball courts now and they be empty. Yeah. I don't know if they're the same when you was younger.
Nah.
I don't know if it was just only AC gyms or not. But when I was younger, coming up, played outside.
Right.
So I don't know what it was like for you.
Nah, it was the same way. Like every park used to be packed fully. I grew up in May Park. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That was like really one of the realest spot to play ball at in Augusta. Period. You know what I mean? So it was always people outside. You couldn't ride down no street without stopping and making kids get out the way because you had to play ball and stuff like that.
What you think? Like the rougher the park, the more respect you get. I feel like in the park is in a rough area, like the people around are gonna be rough anyway, so it's hard to get respect in them parks. Once you start getting it, you get that confidence, like, I can play anywhere now.
Right. And yeah, I say that. I say the rougher the park, the rougher the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The tougher, which is like every park in Augusta, like in a rough neighborhood. So
yeah,
it's the same thing. Like if you coming from downtown and you going to Shirley Avenue or somewhere around Josie, you don't got no respect till you get it. And vice versa, if you coming from there, or if you stay in Bourne Village and you come down to May Park, like you ain't got no respect till you get it.
So where you grew up at then?
I grew up in Bourne Village. My mom's side of the family from downtown to East Boundary and stuff. Okay. So I just both sides of the field, back and forth.
So what would you say you got your respect from? As a young and playing basketball outside, like what areas?
Everywhere, honestly, everywhere. Like I don't know. Like both of my grandmas stayed in East Boundary and Bourne Village. I had family members stayed in Shirley. I had family members stayed in Sunset. We used to go to the gym down there. I got family members staying in Harrisburg. I go over there and kill. Like I really just used to go all over the city. Even riding bikes and stuff, beating people. You know what I mean? For real.
Now, I asked that, and we'll talk about it in depth in a few, but like when I moved down here and I seen you and they, everybody told me you played the player, like I said, you didn't seem like the player you are. You didn't give me that vibe when I first seen you. You were just more chill, laid back. And you didn't act like a star, even though you were. Maybe it was 1 year. Maybe I seen you coming to a star. I don't know because I came like in sophomore year.
I think it was because like I always was known for playing basketball. Like I always played up. You know what I mean? Right. So when I was like 7, I played 9 and 10. You know what I mean?
You would play the big boys.
Yeah. I never played like peewee leagues and stuff. So with that being said, I was playing against like middle schoolers when I was in elementary. So my name was probably buzzing around everywhere. You know
let me ask you that then. Like coming up, like who was a rivalry? Because you got some players around here that's the same age as you. I think y'all class or maybe a class under, maybe a class over. All three y'all, all three classes, kind of got some real good iconic players from the city.
Right.
When you coming up, like who was your rivalry, like in your opinion?
I say for sure Trevor. Like we played from.
I thought you were gonna say his name. I was gonna get him because he kept saying that. I was like, I wonder if Reggie would say the same thing.
We played from babies like to older, but like he was a year older than me. So after probably like around middle school came, that's when Tremaine came to play. And he was like on the same level as me. Like he really was like the only kid that I knew that was on the same level as me. So he was big competition. And honestly, the class of 08 was so stacked. Like
definitely
every school had a freshman that started. You know what I mean? So that class was competitive anyway.
I didn't even notice that like that class had so many starters, as freshmen.
Yeah.
So when you came to Butler,
right.
Well, let me backtrack. I don't want to skip too soon. So, what middle school you went to? Like when you started playing basketball, like seriously?
Seriously, I went to Morgan Road. We was they was undefeated and stuff before I got there. We played pretty good and stuff, but the talent was everywhere else, like Glen Hills Middle. Murphy was stacked with everybody from May Park that went there. But we was tough. We just ain't really had no coaching like that. We had teachers and stuff who was just trying to fill in as coaches. Because our coach, he retired. He retired or whatever. He went to another school. So Coach Kofa, everybody know Coach Kofa from Morgan Road. He ran.
And so when he retired, y'all kind of just did your own thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So when you got the Butler, how was that change?
I actually stayed back after Morgan Road. I went to Heritage Academy with Chad Cook. He had started, like, Heritage Academy was just elementary school, but he started like the middle school type version because he was coaching the AAU team with Hakeem and PJ and all of them. So he kind of wanted to get them on, like, well, us, not even them, us on like the academic side of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Chad, man.
Yeah, he got us real right, for real.
Let me ask you, like, what you think, like, and it's just a sidebar, I don't know, everybody got their own different opinions, but what you think about Chad? Like, I like Chad. I don't know if everybody got the same opinion. I don't know if I put you on the spot or not, but when you say that, that's
my dude. Like, he really one of the most giving people I ever been around. Like, and everything he do, it always been like on the benefit of somebody else. Like,
right.
I ain't never seen him really do nothing and be like, I did that. Yo, that's me right there.
And I always tell a story. It's like, I remember I had a daughter. I wasn't working. I must have tweeted something. I must have was depressed. I don't know. I must have just put something out there. He had DM me. He was like, "Yo, you come film for me at the Peach Jam, right?" He ain't had to tell. He knew my background. I could film, but he didn't need me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. He did it. Got a big. I don't want to say the number, but I got a big check. I was like, oh wow, and it was just a week of work for something I was gonna do anyway. Just
that's
to
the
film
type
my
of
brother.
person he'll do. He'll see. He can see somebody who wanted or who got a little bit of it, and he gonna give him an opportunity.
And I never heard nothing back about it. Like, he ain't never say I put you. I did this. Like, sometimes I think he forgot he did that for me. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
This is a guy who used to take like 30, 40, probably even 50 players, because he had like 2 or 3 teams all out of town. Nobody pay for nothing. We don't even pay for our food. Nothing.
That's crazy. That's Chad though.
Yeah.
All right, 5 sneezes and you gotta go.
That's wrong.
I ain't been taking my.
Shout out to Slim, man. Slim's in the building.
That's why I've been making sure I take my clarity.
Now you know how that
every day. I don't want no mess up.
Shooting all day, so I'm all messed up right now. I've been trying to hold it.
Right now, it's like when you in class in high school and you trying to hold that call because you don't want to say nothing.
That's exactly what's going on,
bro. But
that's how the world is.
You got 4 more. You got 4 more. No, I'm messing with you, man. But yeah. So all right. So you go to Butler. What's the choice of going to Butler? Because obviously anybody listening and watching this, they know what we getting into. But what's the choice of going to Butler? Was it just a zone thing or?
Yeah, I was actually all my life, like my whole side of the family went to Glen Hills or either Laney. Like I told you, my people from them sides of the city. You know what I mean? But Butler, like, they was a powerhouse at the time.
Oh, there we go.
That's just facts, bro. They was a powerhouse.
Good choice.
Yeah, and when I was coming out of middle school, they had just went to the state championship, and I knew they was losing all their players. You know what I'm saying? They had all seniors, so it was like perfect
business move.
Yeah, it was perfect for me to slide on in. And my mama worked there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mama was a guidance counselor, but she left the year you got there.
Okay,
10th grade year, she was gone. So my 9th grade year, she was there.
Okay. So I didn't know that. That makes sense. So, all right, cool. We getting somewhere. But I'm not gonna lie. You know, people watching it gonna be like, okay, Reggie made some business moves in high school then.
Yeah,
because
it was.
When you finally do explain the Glen Hills one, they're gonna think it was the same thing. It's like, hey, they lost the players. You just chose.
Nah, it really wasn't though.
But I ain't getting to that yet. I won't get to that yet. So, all right, you go to Butler. What's that like that you played JV or you played varsity? Like, what was it like when you first got there? And when you got there, because you said you stayed back a year, so
yeah, I stayed back in 8th grade and went to Heritage Academy. Then I came that following year, which was like what 04, 05 season type thing. But honestly, I guess Coach Johnson, he kind of was on some like, you got to prove yourself, because so many people was talking about me because I was supposed to come there the year before. So everybody was already like, oh, Reggie coming to Butler, this, that, and the third. So when I got there, they already had like still the best team in the city. So he could have put me on there, but it was like making me prove a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Making me prove.
At the point he didn't need you.
Yeah. So like the first couple of games of the season, I didn't even play varsity. You know what I'm saying? I just played JV or whatever. but I used to kill JV. Like it wasn't even. It was like, why is this
So
dude playing JV?
hold on. Because I remember when we played, right? I remember you and Darius, y'all was real cool. You know, you guys talk a lot.
What?
And you used to get under his skin a lot. I'm not sure why you do that, but you just did it for fun. That was the only time I ever seen you like with mess with somebody, just with him.
Yeah, because I'm competitive, and if I know you can take it, like.
But you used to tell him like, "Yo, this is easy. Why you not doing this?" And he wouldn't do it. You'd be like, I was 50 out there. And y'all would always argue, whatever, right? So it's just funny that you say that because you always said that when I was there, like, yo, this is JV easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why it's so hard for you to do this?
Right. And that's how we used to have, because I'm a point guard, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the manager, pretty much. So that's just always been my nature. Like, I'm going to call somebody out, especially if you complaining. Like,
yeah.
And that was at the time Darius was complaining that he wasn't playing varsity.
Ah.
And so that's why I was coming at him like, you ain't averaging 30 on JV. Why we need to put you on varsity?
and real quick, I'm not laughing at him. I don't think I'm laughing at him because
nah. Darius was fine though. He could have played varsity, but like I said, we were so stacked.
I think
he ain't need it.
Just to give him like his flowers though. I think one thing I say about Darius is that he had that one move that it's like I don't
double crossover.
Once he gets you one time with it, he's gonna keep getting you. Like if he want to play with you, he can do that. And that was. I seen him like that movie.
I ain't never seen nobody stand in front of it.
Me neither.
Never.
Me neither. Even one time, I think PJ was guarding him one time, and he got him.
I don't care who you is. He gonna get you with that.
He got me like twice. I'm not gonna lie. I had never got across the day in my life until then. I was like, my stomach just felt like weird because everybody in the gym was like, oh, I'm like, oh nah.
And then the crazy thing, like that snatch was so hard. It was like it wasn't no little mile cross.
He could also go that way. Also, like he could snatch you, but he can go that way, and he gonna leave you.
Right.
So, like. You gotta take the gamble.
You got to go, or he gonna make you look stupid.
Yeah. I remember one time you're practicing. I think he did it. I let him go by me. He was like, "What happened to New York?" I'm like, "I'm not about to be crazy."
It's either one or two choices. Let you get an easy one or get embarrassed.
I'm okay with easy one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta score. But yeah, shout out to Darius though. But yeah. So I know like you would say that about JV a lot. Like to you, it's easy. Yeah. It's easy money. Like you should just be doing this.
Right. And like I looked up to like Tony Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? He played freshman when he was in high school. So it was like, in the level that I played on, like, I played for the South Carolina Ravens, AAU. So everybody on my team was already playing varsity. Those boys was 8th grade, starting on their varsity teams, 7th grade, playing varsity.
Was it like competition amongst, like, y'all, even, because it's not like social media now, but y'all got each other number, y'all got each other contacts.
Right.
Like, if you play another school and you have a good game, you can just call them like, hey, I did this, that, and third.
Yeah.
Or if you killing, you on a killing streak, or if y'all all on the same team, one person not really producing at their school, like, do y'all
of course, so everybody
call them out on it?
Yeah. And everybody's like so on the best person on their team, depending on how good, whatever school they go to.
Right.
So I used to call and be like, I'm playing varsity. I just had 16 and stuff like that. And like, I'll take it back. How competition used to be. I used to call my boys for play for South Carolina Ravens. It was Lachey Page. I'll never forget. I was calling and telling him like, yeah, I just made varsity. You know what I mean? He like, I averaged 25 last year in 8th grade on varsity. So it was like, I was doing big things here, but compared to who I was playing with,
right,
it wasn't nothing. Like they was already doing big things. So I felt underachieved already playing JV.
Damn. See, I would never guessed that. I always felt like, and I don't know, I guess too, I seen your competitive nature. Like I'm gonna ask you soon about NBA players at some point, because I wonder if you got the same mindset of this other player I'm thinking of. Because a lot of times when we watch you play, one thing I do notice that people that was in the stands, you had like it was like a love-hate thing with you.
Big time. And it started from the AAU thing. Like nobody in Augusta rooted for me playing ball because I never played with the Augusta team. You know what I'm saying? I never played with I didn't even play with May Park when they got the AAU team. Like I played with the North Augusta Jackets. And then
you always play out the city.
Yeah, because they were the only stuff that was actually doing traveling, like besides Chad. And once Chad came into play, it was like Nike now. So some of the stuff Chad and them couldn't go to or couldn't even get in those tournaments that I had to play with another team. So I was always the enemy. Like when we have YBOA tournaments and AAU tournaments at the beginning of the season, just like starting off with like state qualifying tournaments and stuff. We would play the Boys and Girls Club because obviously they the best local team, but so they'll play us and we will always beat them. Like I never ever lost to them ever, from North Augusta Jackets to the South Carolina Ravens. Like I never lost to them, so that was always a love-hate thing right there. Like.
So you kind of used to it at that point then.
Right. I was always the villain.
I just remember being at Butler sometime, like even time when you shoot the ball, you'd be like, "Oh my God, don't shoot." Maybe they want you to throw the ball to Austin or throw Ali. I don't know, but I always seen you took your own chances a lot of times too. Like, so it's just funny. Like you did compete. Like I can say that I never seen like you play and not give your all. You know what I'm saying? Like some mistakes, I guess here and there, especially the sophomore, I would see. But you playing with older people at the time. So.
Exactly, and like I said, I was playing with other players too, you know what I mean? Like in AAU, when I was in 9th grade, I might come across half court and throw a lob from half court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can catch that. They going to get it.
You playing with Rel, Chris Reynolds?
Right. No, Chris didn't even play with us.
He played y'all?
Yeah, and Jarrell played with us like once I got 15, 16, once we got a little bit older. Jarrell and Chris always played with the Boys and Girls Club team too.
Oh, so
I was really the only one playing on the outside team.
But they used to lose though.
Right, yeah, of course. I never. They know that. Let me look in the camera. I never lost to them. Never. Nah, but yeah, I think it was like so. Like how you saying sophomore year, like a lot of stuff I do that was uncharacteristic because you wouldn't really see no young player taking those chances, especially when you got a senior who's going to the SEC school. I
know, right?
It's like everything I do wrong is like, you should have passed it to Austin.
No, but I remember being in the stands and seeing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to see that because I didn't know what organized ball was because up there we play in the park all the time. So coming down here was different to me.
Right.
That's why I stopped playing. I'm like, I'm not playing it. I can't have no coach screaming at me. That was different to me. Stu was a wild guy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this y'all okay with this?
Yeah. That's how you know Kobe. That's why Kobe right.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Shout out to Stewart, a good guy. You know, I appreciate everything you did for my brother, but that was it for me. That one year, I said, "Oh, I'm not playing no more. Y'all bugging. You're not trying out? No, I'm not having no man scream at me. I don't care. I'm not having no man scream at me."
And that's how a lot of people. That's how a lot of it is. Like that's how it was when we was in AAU. Like all these, you know how you see how it's 5, 6 teams and stuff.
Yeah,
like we couldn't even have that many teams because it was serious in AAU. Like. You getting cussed out and stuff. It ain't no fun ball. You 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? You might not get off the bench, period.
Yeah, I know. Too many B teams now, right?
Right. It's too many of that now.
But so speaking of the alley thing, I do remember you doing that. Like I remember you had a state game for Butler, the first round of the playoffs. I think you threw it alley from half court. I had never seen it done like in person before. Threw it to Brent too. He done some white boy. It was talking trash for a minute. Yeah. He finally got it. I was like, damn, that was it right there.
Yeah.
But
Brent.
So, but what did that do for you? Because you started starting. Was that when your first year you started starting?
Grade,
like, what happened? Like I got one story. I'm trying to figure out what story you gonna tell me. Somebody said somebody got hurt. I don't know how true that is.
Fred, I don't even know if he got hurt or he got put on the team.
Something
or what. You know what I mean? But like I said, Coach Johnson didn't need me because we still had one of the best teams. So even though I was on that level to play varsity, he was like, I got starters right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to stay on JV because I actually, matter of fact, let me go back one. I actually played JV in the Thanksgiving Classic. I got out there. I mean, I played varsity Thanksgiving Classic. I got out there and shot 3 air balls. The one taking it serious, just looking in the stands, smiling, just throwing it up. So then Coach Johnson took me permanently off varsity. Like, you ain't ready. Get on JV, you know what I mean? But when Fred got hurt, that's when he ain't have no choice but to play me.
Hold on. So when he took you off, like, what, did y'all call each other then? Did you call anybody else? And, hey, I had 3 air balls. Somebody call you? Like, what you were doing out there?
Nah, it was like the first game. So,
but nobody seen it? Like, nobody that from your peers, like, they didn't see him. Like, what you doing?
And we actually played, like, the first game of the Thanksgiving tournament. So,
nobody seen it?
The crowd was empty and everything. They was, like, cheering for me when I got in the game because, you know, they know I'm 9th grade or whatever. As soon as I caught it, I'm shooting it.
I bet you them seniors was like, thank God. Because, you know, because some people older than you.
Yeah.
That's time for them. Now you off the bench, they can play now.
Exactly. But like I said, they was pretty good. So
when he called you back on?
Second semester when Fred left. Once Fred left, I came back, moved in, and then like I had a breakout game or something, played real good.
A breakout game or something? You remember what game it was?
No, because it was mostly like I got on the court playing defense after that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
Tony Keller was killing us from Glen Hills. Like guards was killing us because we ain't had no guard, so he ain't had no choice but to play me.
And you just started from there.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be a little pissed off if I'm a senior. Like, why are you calling him back? I'm paying for you 3 years. Like, just let me play. You know what I'm saying?
It really didn't have none though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about now. You had Rashad. He could play, but he wasn't like y'all.
And he was a junior. You know what I mean? Like everybody was coming back on that team, that 9th grade year.
Yeah.
So everybody was coming back. So it was like everybody was on the even playing field. Because like I said, Marcus and Rick and them, they played the entire games and stuff when they was playing.
But
so,
they didn't play with you though.
Nah. I'm saying like my teammates who was playing behind them,
got you.
They never even seen the flow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I got there, it was like we was on the same level as far as getting picked and stuff like that.
And all that stuff right there. Right. Okay, that make more sense. And so from there, how far y'all go?
That freshman year, we got beat in the first round of the state playoffs. I think that made me a man too. We went down in Albany.
Who y'all lost to?
Daughtery.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the whole gym rocking, folks grabbing your shorts and stuff while you're trying to take the ball out.
I think David Beard just posted that y'all lost was it like the fourth quarter they kind of killed y'all?
Yep.
Yeah,
they
took off on the other day.
Beat us by like 13 or something, 14.
Yeah. It was 20 something, but it's all good. I just think they posted the other day, like 2 days ago, literally. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so y'all lose to them. And how you took that loss, you must ain't like that.
I really didn't care. I was like, this is my freshman year. I'm coming back 3 more years. I'm good.
How Coach Johnston was. I remember how he was as a coach. Like, I know he likes certain
Honestly,
things.
he was the same way. And then, like, the seniors, we really ain't had number 2 seniors that year. Antoine Kerr and Tyrese Harris. And both of them had scholarships to play football, D1. So they ain't care. I don't think they even cared either. Like
oh well.
Yeah, it's over with. Let me get on my football.
Everybody get up third quarter. Like, we ain't got this job. You should just throw it away.
Exactly.
So that summer, like, what do you do? Because when I met you, you're going to 10th grade. It's the sophomore year, and we're gonna talk about that season in a second. That breakout season you had, but I'd assume that during that time you must have did some kind of training or whatever you did during the summer.
Nah, it's just you got serious then. Like that was 15 and under, maybe 16.
Well, you've been a year older, so I guess 16 because you said you always played up anyway. So
right. So yeah, that was when it got kind of serious. Like I was playing in the Peach Jam. I was playing everywhere and at that time. So when you went to like your sophomore season, did you expect to have that year you had as a sophomore? Yeah, of course. I really expected to have that season my freshman year. But like I said, my mind wasn't there. I just came in there thinking it was super duper easy.
Shooting in balls like, oh well.
Once I came back, like, oh yeah, I got the article writ up on me on Richmond, on Trevor them.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Trevor like to lie about a lot of stuff, but when people kill him, so.
Yeah, that was my freshman year. At region tournament.
Oh, that was the game?
Yeah, that was my freshman year region tournament. So once that game came through, it was like, oh yeah, I'm here.
But you dropped 20 points on Trevor, something like that?
No, I think it was like 15 or 12, somewhere around there. But I scored like 9 points in the fourth quarter.
Damn, who got you?
Trevor.
Hey man, it's all good. Hey Trevor, shout out to you, man. It's all good.
That's my boy. He know what's going on.
Hey, okay, so y'all start, you start the season up in 10th grade. The first game I think I seen you have was a crazy game, which I said, okay, he could play. Whatever they're saying about him must be true. I think I played Cross Creek.
Right.
It was at Cross Creek.
At Cross Creek.
I think the second half you just went off. Like, I don't know what it was, but the game was kind of neck and neck for some reason. For some odd reason, it shouldn't have been there. But Corey used to give you a competition for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Because like we were so big, so little guards, teams who shot threes and stuff, and we played that week 1-3-1.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, teams who shot top, threes and stuff.
On the bottom.
Right. So teams who shot threes, we always had little competition with them or stuff like that. So it was a guard game. That game, I just destroyed them.
Was there ever any games you were looking forward to? Like I know, like prior to you going to Glen Hills, I think you had a good game. Y'all played Glen Hills at Butler that year.
Oh yeah,
remember that verbatim for whatever reason. But Glen Hill seemed to be, they seem okay, but y'all still beat by like 20-something points.
Yeah, they was garbage then.
They still dropped a little while, and then I don't know, the scoreboard was like 60-something to 40-something. Like, oh,
Yeah,
damn.
they was terrible. That year they had all sophomores though. They started.
So they was working on something.
Started all sophomores.
So that game, yeah, that's the game you made the pact to join each other, or nah?
Nah. Shoot, actually, that year is when the transition switched over from when Jarrell started playing with the South Carolina Ravens, the Nike team, with me. So we was just
a lot
playing.
of business moves. See what I'm saying?
Right.
We was putting 2 and 2 together, man.
Yeah, we was playing AU and stuff. And then actually, the summer league, I played with Butler. We got Casella.
Yeah, I remember him.
And like I was the only returning player, period. Like the coaches,
yeah.
players,
I remember that.
Everything. I was just the only returning player. So he had me like running motion plays and stuff. And you already know I'm playing AAU, so I'm talking to my boys on my AAU squad. They like, oh, we ain't won no state championship, but I averaged 30-something. I had 40-something the other night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, I ain't winning no championship no more. So if I ain't gonna win no championship, at least I'm finna try to average the most points ever in Butler history. And when he came up with that, it just ruined all my plans. Like I was like, oh, I gotta get out of here. He gonna bury me like one of these other dudes who should have made it.
Hey, that's funny you say that, because I think that's how my brother, his mindset was. Like, he knew that with no respect to people on his team, though, but with the talent he had on his team, he wasn't going to make it far. And so his thing was just like, I'm going to score, bro. I'm going to score.
People don't understand, like, you don't be saying stuff like that because you dissing them. It's just different levels. Like, you know what a state championship team looks like. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. So if you know you ain't known that and you trying to get to this next level, it's some people on this team that don't even care about
sports at all.
Yeah.
They just doing it to pass time.
I'm not finna let y'all get in my way. I got another vision. Anybody will tell you on my team, if I feel like I ain't gonna pass the team, I'll tell you that.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. Yeah. All right. So sophomore year to me, it started a whole new thing for you because you got that big breakout year and then everything leading after that. Mm. So describe your sophomore year to me, like, if you can. Like, what was that like for you?
Sophomore year was crazy because, like, a lot of people don't know, like, Butler, our team gelled so good because all of us played at Morgan Road first. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I was a grade ahead at Morgan Road. So
you had played with Brenton also.
Me, Brenton, Corey White.
I remember him, Corey White. Shout out to Corey.
We started. Austin didn't even get in the game for real.
Yeah, I heard he wasn't that good. He just grew.
Right. He got. No, he was always big, but he just got talented. He just got skilled in high school. So, he took off and he was the best one out of all of us at that time.
Right.
But all of us went to Morgan Road together. So we was already comfortable with playing with each other. And, like, I was the captain then. So once I got to Butler, being that these are all my boys who I played with at Morgan Road, it was like Brenton and Corey and all them boys was like pushing me to kill and you know what I'm saying, take over and do stuff. Like,
did that help you, like, to have like the people that's older than you, but like they
giving you the mind?
Like, they already know, like, this is the star. Let's just push him.
That helped me big time because, like I said, like you said, my 9th grade year was like, why he shoot that? You know what I mean? It's other people like, hold on, what? So that hurt you as a player too when you ain't got that confidence of everybody around you. You know what I mean?
So the reason why I think, like, why you such an important player to me, especially with them, how my brother, like, he even seen y'all play. Like, he grew up like watching, especially you, like looking up to you a lot. Like, we look in the paper just to see how many points you score. You know what I'm saying? That's how my brother was when it came to you. And like, I remember thinking about that one time, sitting in the stand, my brother in 9th grade, he shoot the ball, and one of the parents was like, oh my God, every time he get in the game, he shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to this parent, that parent had a son that was guard, and he started over my brother for a few games. You know what I'm saying? But his senior year. But I think it was very clear to everybody that who was better.
Right.
So of course my brother in the game, he just shooting the ball. And I started thinking, I was telling him, like, yo, you need to talk to Reggie, bro. He can get you through this, like, talking to, because some parents, they look at you as kind of weird because they child supposed to play, and it's a lot that people don't know. A player, you can peep. You can peep with the parent, like feeling away because you out there wanting their son, or it's just a lot of jealousy that go into it too. But I've seen in the stands when it came to you, right, where like people was like, you got people, family watching, like, pass the ball to him, like, because your brother means pass the ball to you. You know, it's like, this guy got an open shot, let him take the open shot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But And your brother done hit me up plenty. Well, you know that anyway.
Yeah.
But he
I used to tell him
always
so. I tell him like
Yeah.
when I tell you like he like I got a segment just for him. He sent me some questions to ask you whatever, but like he just I guess in his mind like how he played at Butler, like he always try to remember how you played, and I guess he's seen the stuff that you had to go through. I would tell him like, dang, like this person, dang, like when he did that, like, do this, and he realized that you had a lot of similar. Like honestly, to him, how he was his 10th, 11th, 12th grade year, like to me, I think he think that's how you'd have been at Butler.
That's
had
exactly,
you had stayed.
Exactly.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
That's the exact thing. You right too. It's like, man, with sports. Well, in life in general, you only get one of them. You know what I'm saying? You only get one time. So I ain't gonna let nobody hold me back. I don't care what nobody else saying. I don't care what this parent saying, this parent saying. I'm gonna shoot it every time.
The funny thing is the next year, the same parents were saying like, "Yo, you the best." Like, after he had them big game against Laney, that's his sophomore year. It's like, "Oh, you the best." I said, "No, it's the same guy I was sitting next to last year and was like telling you, don't shoot the ball."
Yeah, and he been knew he was the best.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
just because that's your boy, he playing
though,
over, you gonna feel some type of way. But like you say, you keep doing it, they can't deny that.
Yeah, that's just the city anyway. But so you having this breakout year, this great year. But then honestly, to me, like that sophomore year, you had a few people had good year. Even Tron had a good year. Like,
yeah.
So I know probably y'all was hard to guard because the nights that you didn't like have like 20-something points, I see Tron had 20-something points. So
right.
If you didn't do it, Austin did it, and Brent did it, and Kyle did it. Like it had an amazing five.
Yeah, we did for real, and nobody was selfish. That's the thing. Like, so all those players got their chance to shine because nobody was selfish, and it was like a mismatch. Okay, if I go 27, when we come out and play Huxtable the next game or something, they best guard gonna be guarding me. So whoever guarding Tron, he's
he get to score.
Yeah, we just gonna ISO him now.
Yeah, I think when y'all played Hesper one time, it was a good game too. They used
to always give us tough games at their house, but we'll kill them away.
Kurt was pretty good too for Hesper.
Yeah,
but so you got the sophomore season out the way. Y'all went to like the final four.
We went to the Elite Eight. Yeah.
What happened then? They gave up again. You just said F it.
Nah, man. Like, actually, them boys weren't taking it serious, man. Them boys out partying.
Oh, so you telling them already? I know that's funny. That's funny though. That's funny. That is funny.
Them boys out partying, all type of stuff. So really, that's what made me be like, man, these niggas ain't serious. I got 2 more years now.
Hey, every year you lose, you're like, I got another year. And that's funny because we'll get to it. Why that's funny, but I mentioned that because I think all year I seen y'all play good. I remember like I hurt me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that team was nowhere near supposed to beat us. Like we really should have won.
Y'all lost to Liberty though.
No. In the region championship.
That threw me off because y'all was up like 14-0 in the beginning. I said, oh,
they
easy
was
win.
Tough though.
But they play the same way to this day. The same offense.
They had a 6'6" point guard.
And they kept sending to the baseline. Y'all playing 1-3-1, right?
Yeah.
And every time they send it, them niggas like they'll just
shoot.
shoot.
Had 2 guards shooting.
It was crazy.
Shooting the hell out.
And I ain't never seen y'all lose before. So I was like, oh, these niggas about to lose for real. This is crazy.
Yeah,
like
they was tough.
I remember that ride back home. Like he made y'all run around and made y'all run because y'all was joking and laughing.
Yeah,
that nigga ain't like that, boy.
Throwing ice on the buzz, all type of stuff. These boys crazy. They ain't never take nothing serious.
Yeah, that was funny though. That was funny, man. Rest in peace, Coach
Johnson, man.
That was funny. But all right, so y'all play. Y'all get knocked out. So at what point do you know like, okay, I ain't about to be playing here no more? I know you said play summer league though.
I didn't know. Like, as soon as we got knocked out, AAU started immediately. Like, well, it was already going on almost by the time we ended because
y'all was going
far in the state playoffs. So AAU, I went straight to AAU. So it wasn't even like nothing to think about. But I was playing for Kurt Willer. He started coaching the South Carolina Ravens too. And he basically had a lot to do with a lot of players going to college around here.
Got you.
Or whatnot. But he was coaching, he was teaching at Glen Hills at first. So once Summer League started and they were seeing all the BS
watching y'all
that Casella was taking me through, they was like, man, you need to leave. So honestly, I was going to go to Laney because Kurt was supposed to get the job there. And he was already dealing with like Harold and them and playing with the younger teams and stuff. So I was really supposed to go to Laney, but he didn't get the job or whatnot. So then that's when I reverted back and I was like, hold on. My whole family went to Glen Hills, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was supposed to went from the jump.
Right.
And I did some homework. Like, these boys got all sophomores. we gonna be nice. All I gotta do is slide in. And they lost Tony Keller, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was like their leader, so boom, that was perfect for me.
Before you went there, did you talk to any players to see like if they wanted you to come, or you kind of knew?
Nobody but Jarrell. And like, no offense to my Spartan Nation, but they suck. So it was like, who I'm gonna talk to? Like, I don't care.
I'm asking because it's other guards there, like people that probably think like next year I'm gonna start, but then you get there.
When I actually got to Glen Hills, it was like 4-5 dudes transferred, like just left the team, went to another school. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
They ain't feel it. They wasn't feeling it, but you know. It was benefit for the best. Yeah, okay. A lot of people left.
At that time, though, you, Jarrell, and Chris, if I'm not mistaken, y'all was ranked instead of Georgia, right?
Right.
Ranking was harder back then because you had to really be out there.
It pretty much was just rivals.com. If you want to go into their rivals camp playing for them to notice you, then
I think on person I've seen you, Jarrell, Chris, and Trevor. Everybody else didn't have no pictures, so like either business wasn't right or they wasn't really ranked. I don't know, but y'all had pictures. Yeah. Because I remember you played for South Carolina Ravens. And I seen y'all ranked on there. And amongst the three, like you, Jarrell, and Chris, they was ranked higher than you, if I am mistaken, or am I tripping?
I
might be looking too much into it.
Maybe Jarrell might have been.
I only asked that because, and I guess too, I don't know if there was any issues with you being there, like being like homegrown Spartan or something like that, but people just praise them a lot. Right. Maybe they size, I don't know, maybe being big, maybe because you're a guard and everybody else is like a guard, whatever. But
I say most of the part they was there all 4 years, so of course that too. But I honestly think it got a lot to do with like how I came up. Like I said, I never played with Augusta schools. Like I ain't had no people didn't even see me play for real until like school time came or something. Like
right.
I never played in Augusta, so I ain't really have those fans of the niggas. My fault.
Now you can say you cursed.
The niggas who was playing in open gym and stuff back then, going to Vernon Woods, going this place. Like I wasn't doing it. I was off and gone.
What's funny is like, cause I went to Butler, so I seen you never played in Vernon Woods. Like you would, like it was fun. You wouldn't even walk over there. You just like, look, why am I going over there for? Like, I have nothing to prove to y'all.
Exactly, because it was just a simple point of I'm gonna mess around and get hurt over here playing around. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I ain't like, I want to play real ball. Like I want all 10 of the players out there that's playing ball to know exact. You ain't got to be talented, but make basketball plays and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we was having practice it was just points.
So it was just points. You would see some people go over there though.
Yeah, you seen them go over there.
Never seen you go over there, like,
because those the people that want to be like known in the school, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's funny. How like before basketball season actually starts, everybody the man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like everybody want to be showing themselves off. I'm gonna be this
paper drop.
Yeah, until the season start and that starting five come out there. It's like,
that make a lot of sense. So, all right, you made the choice to go to Glen Hills. I guess, like I said, back then when social media like that, we had MySpace, but it wasn't like on the level we is today. I ain't know until school started back that you weren't even coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what was that like trying to transfer over there? Because it's always gonna be some kind of mishaps with that too. People don't want you to leave. This, that, and third.
Right. So when I left, all the whole Butler staff was mad. Like,
of course, that was
they used to get people to follow me, like coming home from school, trying to make sure I'm going to the right address. Like my mama and daddy had to actually set up a meeting with Mr. Bailey and Coach Casella, like to stop them from like investigating me almost.
Yeah. I never knew that. I remember you telling me one time on my face that this XYZ tried to get you caught up, but I didn't know it was that deep. It's just basketball, so I don't know
it
it was
was
that deep.
Like my stepdad actually slapped Casella in the face.
That's wild.
Like,
I ain't know that.
Yeah, in the meeting, like.
I never knew that, bro.
It was real crazy. Like, this was crazy back then.
So that happens. So how is it when y'all play? Like, you know how you play Butler, right? But you got to get the coach a handshake. Like, I know you started, so
right. I was always a smart ass, so I'm coming over there smiling at him like, I'm finna tell y'all that. So, yeah, I was always a smart ass. So stuff like that, I ain't gonna show no hate towards you. Like, I'm gonna come at like it's nothing wrong, nothing fine.
That's funny.
Every time I score a bucket, though, I'm gonna make you feel it.
So did you think like playing against Butler at that time, like with that in your mind, the school I want to kill, I gotta kill Butler, or
it really wasn't like
was it
that,
competitive all year round?
Yeah, I was always competitive, but like honestly, I never played like. That's another thing why I didn't have like the crazy fans and stuff, because like in a blowout game, I won't even do nothing. Like I don't care about that. But then when the big game come, like I'm gonna step up and do what I need to do. So when I played Butler, I knew we was gonna win the game. You know what I mean?
I'm keep 100 now. I gotta keep it real. When I was at Josie my junior year and y'all played Butler, y'all did win by 1 point. It was a free throw. I think y'all won by something like that. They said the freshman Marcus was giving somebody some business. I don't know if it was you. I don't know if it was you at the game. I know you're gonna say no, but I
had 20. He was going hard.
I had 20.
I had 20 in the second half.
Okay, so I was having the first half. Then like, why was it so close? Because Butler was
terrible.
Just
hype. They was hype. They had the momentum. You know, the player coming back. They want to beat them so bad.
But now. I'm glad you said that, because with y'all and the team y'all had, it was 3 ranked people there. You know, 3 people that can kill y'all at any given moment.
Right.
But did y'all probably the big 3 for the big 3? Like, you know, Miami.
That was
big
it.
3.
That was the
y'all
big
y'all
3
be considered
sure.
that for now. Was a game y'all felt like y'all didn't get up for? Like, we just playing these people. Like, I know you said you're competitive, but when you got that kind of talent on your team and you playing a team like Butler that has nobody really, like, do you get up for that game?
I was the point guard, so like, far as I always bought like my aggression, you know what I'm saying, far as defense and stuff like that. But far as scoring, I wouldn't get up for certain games because I knew like the mismatches. We've been playing against each other all our life, so like when I play against Josie, okay, and when we played against Josie, I know this gonna be Chris Runner's game. They don't have no 4-man who can step outside.
Or WT.
He played like the 3. He was doing that with Jarrell.
I'm just trying to say something about him.
But yeah, like they had no big man. And then the big man that they did have was super clumsy. So I just knew like stuff like that, he's gonna kill Josie. Every time. Every game he killed them. You know what I mean? Because they don't got no answer. And I know they're gonna pressure me like full court. So it'll look crazy for me trying to do the most, going through double teams and stuff, and I can just pass it to him. And
that makes sense. That's just smart basketball.
Yeah, or a lot of different teams I can call out. Like I knew Jarrell was gonna kill them. Like, yeah, they too small. They don't got nobody to stop the paint. So like he gonna kill them.
I mean, so all right, yeah. It wasn't no game that year that you had when y'all played that you just like, okay, I'm ready for this game, because I was at Josie and Josie, they seemed ready. They thought they could beat y'all.
Nah, I was ready for Josie for
y'all
sure.
Played the first game, right? That was the first game y'all played, right?
Josie. Yeah. Nah, I was ready for. I just kind of used them for example, but I definitely was ready to play Josie always, just because they thought they was.
And I think the first game of the season, y'all played each other.
Yeah,
y'all won. It was a close game though.
Yeah.
I remember Head scored like 6 threes in y'all.
Yeah, that was shooting that thing.
I thought they were gonna win. They were pissed off by that game too. They were really pissed.
And them boys used to shoot so deep, man. I used to be looking at them like, you gonna make that, man. Keep shooting. You shoot that bit that far. You deserve it. Out there. What? You deserve it all the way out there.
That's funny. So a game like that, you ain't expect to have, like, you wasn't trying to be like, okay, well, if this person scored 6 threes, I'm trying to score 8 threes. Or if this person scored 20, I'm trying to score 20. It's just like you trying to win the game.
Yeah, we was trying to win at Glen Hills. Like, nobody never had that mind. Well, they ain't come out with it at least.
What was y'all did y'all lose any games to anybody locally that year? Your 11th grade year? I don't remember y'all records, so I couldn't tell. Y'all ain't losing nobody.
Nah, not locally.
Damn.
We ain't losing nobody both years I played there. Except for we lost to North Augusta like the first game, but I ain't play. So that's the only team we lost to locally.
I know the team. Y'all lost to Shaw, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, everybody know that school because y'all lost to them for some reason.
Yeah, they was 4th seed. Like,
yeah, but why? Why y'all lost to them? I asked Jarrell. Jarrell gave me an answer. I want to know what your answer is.
We went out partying before the night before the game.
Man, you supposed to know that because you supposed to learn from.
I'm supposed to learn. Man. This the thing though. I'm thinking, Shaw, these dudes 4th seed, man. These 4th seed, we finna kill them, you know what I mean? It was a big party. We happened to play on Saturday instead of the Friday night.
Yeah.
So, like, we was just, out kicking it or whatever. But we ain't take it serious or whatever. I think that's the reason why we really wanted our senior year, because we just had dropped the ball.
But even when not taking it serious, like, I'll make this comparison because of the big three. When I looked at, like, Miami Heat that year, I feel like they had a lot of them similar games to y'all. Like, we got us, man. We could just easily come back from anybody.
And it was compatible. Like, that's how we got to thinking, like, at the end of the year, that's why we lost that first round game. Because it wasn't like that at first. We was finding ourselves at first, and then we got super comfortable. Like, we the shit now.
Well, let me ask you this: what was your attitude after losing that game? You like, oh, well, I got one more year?
Nah, I was devastated, bro. Like,
was it embarrassing?
It was real embarrassing because we played terrible and the team was sorry.
But I'm at Josie. So
everybody was there. Yeah, everybody was there.
But they was like, they don't know what the hell y'all was doing.
Yeah, like my stepdad walked in the house. I was chilling, sitting on the couch, mad. He walked in there like, you might well go out and party now. Ain't no need to sit in the house now. You should did that last night. You know what I mean? Like, they basically kicked me out the house. Like, you might well go and get out there and have fun. Now you done blew away your chances.
What, that was the playoffs?
Yeah, it was the state playoffs, first round.
Terrible team. They shouldn't have lost to that team.
Y'all was the 1 seed?
We was the 1 seed.
But ain't lose no games all year, though. Like, didn't lose at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, that's just wild. That's wild. Even seeing me and my brother seeing the paper. Like I said, every Sunday we look at the paper.
Yeah.
Seeing the paper, I'm like,
how the hell?
I'm like, what the? And everybody there, nobody's expecting y'all to lose.
Exactly. Especially not no first round at home.
So you got all the teams that they beat all year. Like, yeah. But y'all was invincible, huh? Because you young at the time. You never really.
And Thompson ended up going to the Final Four that year.
Looking like, see? And y'all played them?
Yeah, y'all played Thompson? They was in our region.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we beat them like 4 times that year.
Dang. Now when it counted, huh? Like,
actually, they beat us one time. They beat us one time at Thompson. We got into a fight with them and everything.
West Thompson for you.
Yeah, on the court.
What y'all fighting over?
Somebody undercut Chris. And as he was getting up, he just hit the dude in the nuts.
Was y'all winning or losing?
We was winning too.
Okay, just making sure. I ain't know if y'all was just being upset.
Nah, we was winning. That actually lost us the game because we just.
Oh damn!
Yeah, like we ain't get back. We was just so rowdy.
Y'all didn't get in trouble for that. Like nobody had to. Y'all ain't get suspended no game.
Nah, that's the crazy thing about it. No, we ain't even get suspended.
That's odd. I look into that. No, it's sure. That's kind of wild. That sounds like some jokes. That
was in Matt Duffy County. Them folks, they ain't none of that. They fighting all of them.
Well, let me ask you this: how was it at school? I know at Butler, I was in class with you, so I know how Butler. Like, let me tell you one thing I say about you. Like, we had one class together, Miss Jones Elam, so she was pretty cool for the most part.
And Miss Jones Elam was almost failed me.
I know. I remember that.
I couldn't believe
every time, you always do your work, like, you know what I'm saying, towards the end, like trying to get it done, because her work was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Her work was hard.
That hurt my feelings, man. She was one of our favorite teachers. When she tried to fail me, I was like, I definitely got to get out of Butler.
One thing I say about Josie, though, I don't want to mind under the bus. I say this. It was one teacher. One time she put some grades up on the board, right?
Yeah.
Put the wrong class up there, though. I hate to diss him, but I don't know personally anyway. But WT, he's up there. He had about like a 40 in the class.
Yeah.
But he made the all A honor roll every time I was there. And I said, it's just no way possible. And I didn't get it. I ain't gonna say teacher's name, but I'm like, but then I started thinking about the players. And I would see them in some of my classes. They not in the class, but they would be there.
Right.
Long story short, I ain't gonna say my name. Long story short, I'll say this. the teachers there, they made sure that them players played. One of them even had a fight a day before the game, and you never hear nothing about it.
And that's the crazy thing about it. Like at Butler, I used to hear stories like that, but at Butler, they like trying to make you not play. Like,
word for real.
They mad because you playing and stuff. I'm like, what's going on here? I thought I was supposed to get special privilege. They on me harder.
One of these star players had a fight, a real fight in the school. I was like, okay, he might not play that. Nope. Suit up.
He out there.
He was in school the next day like it didn't happen. You know.
At Butler, he would have been kicked off the team.
Yep.
Suspended, alternative school, everything.
So I just said like it's different culture at different schools. So how was it at Glen Hills? Like, not saying that school's gonna just do stuff so that you don't get in trouble, but was it like more freedom there to like be a player?
Glen Hills was all love, bro, because like honestly, that was the best decision I could have ever made, because Glen Hills was like, it was so bad that like all the people who wanted something and like was going to college or something, we all took the same classes. You know what I mean? So It was crazy. Like everybody who was just bad as hell and didn't give a damn, they'll be like, don't come to class, just stay out there. You know what I mean? And they focus on the people who actually want to learn and want to do something.
Right.
So it was like a 30 kid class. It'll be like 15 of us in there at Glen Hills. All the rest of them bad, don't care. So the teacher actually got time to focus on those 12, 15 kids that's actually coming to class and want to learn something. So most of the time when you see somebody from Glen Hills that actually made it, they be on their stuff. Or they do good because of that simple reason. Like they don't care. If you don't want to do nothing, they ain't worrying about it.
It's a strong alumni there too. Like I noticed that out there, my brother going to Butler and finishing there. Yeah. The alumni are way different than other schools. Like I know you mentioned wanting to be like the all-time scorer. So when he broke that record, like it's like the guy didn't want to come. Like so
because Butler is
I'm like
what? On some real, man.
He alive and well.
Butler was a hating school. Yeah, everybody who did good there, they tried to knock him.
They told my brother they were going to like put his jersey up. He's still in for that.
It's still like, ain't got the jersey.
I broke the record. Why would I have to wait? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just wild. But you find in the South, our stuff is like if you can do.
They don't want you to beat the traditional, the you know what I'm saying? What's traditional and set in stone, they don't want you to be greater than that.
I mean, that's just what it is, though. But so you had that junior year, y'all come up short. So what's the plan from there? Once you realize that y'all could have made it, but y'all didn't. Like
everybody on our team just got super serious with the gym. Like everybody on our squad played on the AAU team that summer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was going hard. Everybody was doing.
What's your coach say? Because y'all had Coach McRae, right?
No, we had Coach Wallace.
Okay.
Coach McRae was like assistant JV coach.
He sure was.
Coach Wallace, I don't know, man. He was so laid back and easy going to us because we was like.
He knew what he had, though.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just like that first year, he was like on some, I told y'all thought y'all could just come out here and just put on your shoes every time. You know what I'm saying? And he knew all of us was coming back, like the whole team. Yeah. We probably lost 2 players that year, and they barely played. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was just like a learning lesson. Like he was like, I'm glad they lost that year.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back.
Y'all want to learn a lesson.
Right.
So, I guess this is the hard part to get into for me because y'all go to next year. I know the stories. We'll get into that too. Of y'all winning everything, but y'all go to next year. So your mindset going to next year, y'all just gonna take every game seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody on point. Everybody working out together, doing stuff like that.
But you didn't get to play the first half of the year though.
Not at all.
You got in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, with that, you had to go to alternative school, if I'm mistaken, right? I don't know. I don't know the whole story with that. I know you got in trouble for whatever, but you had to go to alternative school.
Yeah.
Like when you got in trouble, like you felt like you let them down, or
yeah, big time. Like all my teammates and stuff was like, "Dang, bro, we supposed to do this. It's supposed to be the year right here." You know what I mean? But that jump was crazy, man. And shoot, Butler calls that too. Coach Casella calls that as well.
Glad you just mentioned that. I don't know. I don't know everything about it. I just know like bits and pieces, and I never looked that deep into it because I'm like, well, he gonna play again, so
Right.
And then when I see anything that happened, I never thought twice about it.
So with that situation, I got locked up for a drug charge. It wasn't on school grounds. It was nowhere with school doing period. But it was in the newspaper, and it's a rule in the rule book that says if a student draws negative attention to the school, then they got to be removed. So Mr. Bailey, we had a meeting, and he told me like, I know what situations you got into. I see that you a good kid. You already got college offers and stuff. This your senior year. I ain't gonna remove you out of school. But if someone comes and complains, we have to, because that's just the protocols, and can't nobody be above the rules type thing. You know what I mean? So when Coach Casella started complaining, saying, hey, they got a kid who's out on a felony charge, who's still in school, who's playing, you know what I mean? So I got kicked out of school for that.
Damn.
That happened to me too, dog.
Yeah, that's what I got kicked out of school for. It ain't have nothing to do with school or nothing.
So I thought it did because you was in alternative school.
Right.
So now it makes sense. So that's why you had to go alternative school because
I just was on trial. I was waiting to go to trial for my case.
Okay, and so how did that end? Did you end?
So this is the crazy part about it. Speaking of bringing Butler back up. He got me kicked out of school, right? But, they was in our region, so we didn't play them until the second semester anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to court February. Went to tribunal. They dismissed. They said that that Richmond County had already handled me. They gave me basically like probation and stuff like that. So they initially, like, the day I went to tribunal was the day that we played Butler. I hadn't been in school or nothing. And we came and I played against Butler.
What?
That day. I had never been to school since October. You know what I'm saying? And that day I went to tribunal, we played Butler. That same exact day.
So you came back before
that game against Butler.
Second half of the year? Or?
Yeah, second semester, February.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay, that was your first game back.
That was my first game back against Butler.
You were ready.
Man, call an alley on them boys, everything. Dunking all on them and everything.
You started over? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool, baby. I just make sure I'm good. All right, so that's fine. I didn't know that first game back. It's funny how life worked, right?
How life worked. The person who tried it, he did all that and still played against me both times, beat him both times.
That's crazy. So, but with that, right? All right. Obviously, it's different because you was gone for a good part of the season. Exactly. So now they got a groove of things without you playing.
Right.
Well, before I get into the team part of it, like, what was that like for you? Like, you in alternative school, but you Reggie, like you.
That joint was crazy.
But you in alternative school. With them.
It was crazy
the
because
15 people you talking about outside of class at Glen Hills, you with them now. Like, hey, what's good, bro?
Exactly. But it's crazy. It's crazy how, because like everybody, even like people younger than me, people who was in my class in alternative school, they like, man, what you doing here, man? You tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was like on some big brother type stuff with me. You know what I mean? They like, what you doing here? How you get in trouble, man? It's dudes who younger than me that got kicked out of school for fighting and smoking or something inside the gym, and they telling me I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of a good thing that, like, I guess everybody kept it real and like wanted to see me do better. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of kept me grounded and made me like realize who I am and where I'm at right now.
How was it wearing that black and white to school? Because you weren't used to that.
Man, crazy. Crazy. I used to wear the same thing to school. I might not even watch. I used to be so depressed enough. I come back to school with the same stains on my pants.
That's funny. I remember you be at school, you wear Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Chain, you had a chain.
Yeah, everything.
Like, you was good. Now you had a black and white.
Black and white. Black and white. And I ain't changing nothing. I'm mad about this.
Anybody special in that school, we all the same. We all here for a reason.
You can't even wear no flashy shoes.
Yeah, that's wild. So I knew that was like probably like a reality check for you. Like I gotta get back on my stuff.
For sure. It put that hunger in me though.
But is it like, I guess it's outside of basketball. Was it hard for you? Like, because obviously we know you're a basketball player. Everybody knows basketball player, but everybody got this outside factors that also help like kind of shape their life.
Right.
Taking from your family and whatever your family into, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's at some point it's gonna rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you grew up around. So was that hard, like being this ball player, but then having a family that's maybe that's doing one thing, but you around that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I know it's probably because my brother. It's funny. My brother used to tell me sometimes, like, I see Reggie today. We live in Pound Walk at the time, and I remember he would say he see you a few times because we would play ball up in the little area.
You probably wondering what he doing over here.
And I was wondering until one day my brother was shooting around, and then they raided that apartment they said you was always in.
Yeah.
And they found like mad guns.
Yeah,
and
I know exactly what you're talking about. That was my cousin. Like, we used to grow up too fast. That was my cousin, actual apartment, a girl cousin. She was in high school at the time too.
Cause you had it was another cousin. I don't know his name right now, but when I see him, I always remember him because he could play ball a little bit too when we played. But he always said my cousin Reggie.
Yeah.
And when he wasn't there, because he was in school at the time. Because like I said, it was some older guys that they had just literally parked the car and went inside the house. Next thing you know, like 30 cars came, boom, boom, knocked it down.
All right.
I was like, where'd Reggie be at? I'm like, oh. So when it happened, like the next year, I'm like, oh well, maybe I just put the two and two together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
and honestly, you was right though. Like the two and two together, you was right. Like whatever you doing in the dark, that's why all these little kids think they be. Whatever you doing in the dark, it's gonna come back to the light one day, and that's what I seen. So once that situation happened, I really knew like, all right, it's either get focused or it's over with for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard because like you like somebody else doing this different. You can't do it. Like it's people that's gonna see you in a car driving and you don't know them, but they know you.
Right.
But that's Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell he doing over here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But at the same time, me being from this and this is just my regular life. So I wouldn't even look at it like that. You know what I mean? I just look at it like somebody just I'm going over my people's house.
Yeah, you're not thinking like that,
Yeah.
But like I said, to the naked eye, people like, oh, this guy come around here, you know what I'm saying? And then, people hate and all that stuff. So you got a lot of factors that's into that.
Right.
But all right, so you come back, you know what I'm saying? How's that getting back into the lineup or getting back into the role of playing thing? Because at this time, you're not even starting. They winning, I'm pretty sure, without you.
Right. They was winning without me. They actually was, I want to say they was 13-2 or something like that. And they had only lost the first game of the season. And they lost in the Chick-fil-A Classic.
To an out-of-town team, probably.
To an out-of-town team who was had a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, but it actually made our team stronger for the long haul because, honestly, Nick Bennett, he was a good player for us, but he never really cared about basketball like that.
Right.
So, once Jihad stepped into my spot, it was like he was playing too good to send him back to the bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead of him sending Jihad back to the bench, he just took Nick off the 5 and we started playing with 5 guards.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So then that's when like we just went over the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was perfect. Like he didn't care that he wasn't playing, or even if he didn't care, like, nobody really cared. Like what? You know what I'm saying?
So we good to go.
But like D, if I would have took D or Jihad spot, I felt like it would have been controversial.
Yeah,
it would have been
because the first bad game you have or the first bad game they have.
Exactly, and they was playing good at the time, so it's like they not doing no wrong to come up off this spot.
When you came back into the lineup, you ain't think that they would probably anticipate that, like, what are we gonna do here? Or y'all ain't talk about like,
not really, bro, because I was always like, I'm like you said, I'm total opposite from my regular life to the basketball to the court. So they already know. I'm the type of person when I get the ball in the gym, I'm telling you, he can't guard me. Telling the coach like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I was real outspoken on the court, so they knew I was coming back like that. It wasn't even no ifs, ands, and buts. Like, they was happy, honestly, because now I can play the point guard and they don't have to worry about bringing the ball up the court, getting pressure,
yeah.
stuff like that. They can spot up and do their own thing. Now,
was that hard for you, like as a guard, like because you grew up in that Josie era, and Josie they always say got the best press. Was that hard, like being a point guard and getting pressed? Like, did you shy away from that, or
nah? That was the thing that you want. You know what I'm saying? When you're a point guard like that, and somebody pressing you, it's like this finna be an easy layup. You know what I'm saying?
I see you break a lot of them though. Like,
because it's just, I don't know. The press is something you want because once you break the press, it's designed to speed you up. But if you're a point guard, then once you get in that open court, it's like your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you want to see a press.
How you stayed in shape, like to come back?
Shoot, honestly, going to the Boys and Girls Club, playing in Southside and in neighborhoods and stuff.
Yeah.
Just playing, because back then, like I said, everybody was doing it. You know, everybody, even if you wasn't playing basketball, like it was people who.
Did you go to the game still or nah?
Nah, I couldn't go.
Oh, you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't go.
I couldn't go at all.
Damn.
Yeah,
Really got you messed up.
I just used to hear about it.
Then you gotta get a text message that I win the game or something like that.
It's fact.
Damn. All right, so y'all make it to state, but the state to me, the state game was like shaky because y'all was losing.
Right.
You had a good second half though. Like me and my brother watched it live. You know, you had that was probably one of the better games I seen you play.
That's the thing I'm talking about. Like it was tough competition. So like when the tough competition come around, everybody ain't asking for the ball. Everybody ain't calling for the ball. Everybody don't want that ball at that time. You know what I mean? So with me being the point guard, that's why I think I shined that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because I was confident with it and wanted the ball. Far as other people, they nervous to make a mistake or to actually be the reason why we don't win. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
So that's your last game in high school. In high school, what was was that your best game, your favorite game, or your most memorable game? You think?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think it's because of the half you had, or it's like the
just the magnitude of it all, like how I played, state championship, you know, everything. It just was a great.
I just remember watching it, like you just start going off, like it's so odd you watching because like you thinking like had that situation went left that you had and you couldn't play, they lose that game. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We always talk about that. Like Jarrell used to tell me, man, I was BS in that game. Well, I'm glad you came to play. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what was up with them. Like they just went themselves that game.
But you know what? Though, only thing I can only speak on the outside looking in though. But you were the only one that had made it further at that point, so you knew the magnitude of everything. Because like I said, you had 3 years every year. Like
exactly, I had the most experience.
I'll make it next year, but
I had the most experience.
So you knew y'all couldn't party. I knew y'all couldn't party anymore. You gotta take it seriously.
It was over with.
Yeah, you knew you couldn't just come in there and think you were gonna win.
Man, I had lost 2 state playoffs and got kicked out of school. I was like, this got to be meant for me to make it through all this.
That's why I say, like, to me, like a high school career, like you gotta. It was rocky, but it was good. Like it's rocky for that good ending. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you end it when everybody want to state.
Most definitely, and that's what everybody want to do. So you know, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah. So that was. I mean, like I said, I think. You look back on it, like people got career where they score a lot of points, but you won an actual championship. You know what I'm saying? You did it the right way. You learned each year.
I definitely feel like I got one of the top careers.
I think so. I think so.
That's for sure.
And I think so. Reason why I say like people do their own rankings or whatever it can be, you're not really vocal. You know what I'm saying? So people talk about you, like it's not like they can say, "Well, go ask him," because you don't talk about this stuff. Like this the first time I've talk about.
I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah, you don't talk about. You just play.
Right.
Even with the alumni stuff, like you just go out there and play. You don't be like, "I'm gonna do this." You just go play and then you have a good game.
Fact.
You got like Jarrell, like he more vocal. He probably the most vocal out of all y'all. So he more accessible too.
Right.
He's never been accessible. Like now, you may come to the store, but
exactly
in prior years, you was overseas. You here, you in college. You're not really. They can't really reach you.
Right. So it's out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Once nobody ain't saying you.
Well, it's been alumni games since like 2000. 13, 14 maybe, you just start playing them recently, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people only going based off that,
Exactly.
what they see.
Exactly. That's honestly the reason why I kind of like took it more serious, you know what I mean? Because like before we used to have the alumni games and I was like coming in, I was like, this is just an alumni game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't even trying to shine like that. But once it got that competitive and like I played in the last one, it was like, oh, you ain't like that no more. You know what I mean? Stuff like that come out like, you ain't like that no more.
Because when you came out there, you just wild out.
Right.
Yeah, I played Richmond, you just wild out.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And that was the most, you know what I'm saying? That was the most talked about time.
And that's why, like I said, for me, like, I mean, I have my picks on player because I seen them play, but like I said, I just seen you play with multiple competition.
Right.
On multiple levels, and you've been playing the same all the time. I can't say the same for everybody else.
Right.
They would play the same having Austin Steele in their team, or they would play the same having even somebody like when you play with Calvin Holloman. Like he didn't go nowhere, but he was a good player at the time.
Player,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a lot of players like that you still gonna play next to and be who you are. You know what I'm saying? So
that's because I feel like that's because I was a natural point guard though, and I always played up. So that's something that my coaches always made me do because I was the youngest one. So I always had to talk and be more of a impact.
When you had a situation with the drug case, did that hurt your offers like for colleges and stuff like that?
Yeah and no. Like I had already I was pretty much already kind of talking to Winthrop. Mm-hmm. But I had like Clemson, UGA, stuff like that on my list too, which is once I made it and we won the state championship, that would have been like the icing on the cake to go ahead and sign with them type thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But because I got into those situations, like all those other teams backed off. And Winthrop was still there, like, we don't care what happened. We want you. Yeah. So it was a no-brainer to go there for sure.
I had this thing I'm trying to do, just off topic real quick though. But I think I'm about talking to kids like from the city, especially basketball, well, mainly basketball, that's going on these visits. I think a lot of kids make their decisions at the visit, and it's like I just tell them don't do that because the visit is not gonna be what it's like in real life. And I've been through it already, so
exactly.
I already know. And it's not to diss colleges, but like I said, college is a business. That's just my point blank period. They're gonna talk that family stuff.
They'll feed you.
It's a business.
What? Get there.
That visit is not like what it's gonna be like when you get there.
Ain't nothing like it. That's how that visit is. How it's gonna be like on like a random off week that you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's going to be like one time out of your whole college career.
After that, once they got you, it's a wrap.
It's
like,
a wrap.
Don't care.
You turn into a slave almost.
For real. They had, because they got you like, whatever. But it's a business. I just want kids to know that because sometimes they go there, they have these impressions that I visited this school, this is this, I felt this. You're going to feel all of that every time you go to the visit. You're going to feel that every time.
Anybody spending close to $100,000 on you,
yep.
You got to be on point. They not playing with you.
Yep.
It's either get right or go home.
That's it.
They ain't got time to worry about the disciplinary problems. They ain't got time to worry about your mama complaining.
For real.
None of that. You might get sent home if your daddy called too many times.
For real.
Talking.
That's a fact.
Talking crazy.
That's a fact, man. Trust me. The coaches, like, you think your family, like the coaches that call you, I think, well, they called me like every day before Don might have signed, and when he did, I don't hear from them. You know what I'm saying?
Weird, right?
Unless something bad happened, like you talk to your brother.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's never like how you doing. Nah, that's over with. We got him now. We don't need you.
Right.
We don't care how you doing.
Right.
But so you choose to go to Winthrop. Mm-hmm. Winthrop after that. What was your season like? Your career like that? I know you started once again. Freshman year again.
Yeah.
Not at the back though.
Nah, freshman year.
You did?
Well, actually,
I thought you kind of took the spot.
Right. I took the spot like far as like 10 games in or something like that. But that was crazy.
Was a culture shock for you, like being out there, like because you coming from the city.
A huge culture shock, Not even only like a whole bunch of white people and stuff. It was just like even the black people was different than where we was from. You know what I'm saying? Because Augusta is pretty much like 90% hood. You know what I mean? Like it's hood here. You know what I mean? Even like a good guy from Richmond, if they go to Winthrop, they gonna look at them like, oh, this is a thug. You know what I mean? So it's like it was just totally different lanes and totally different avenues.
Yeah, take school seriously now too. Ain't no more makeup for the progress report.
Right. But honestly, with me, college was easier than high school.
It was?
Yeah, because it wasn't no class work. Like high school just used to be busy work.
Right,
you know what I mean? With college, you just study what they give you and you take tests. So it was easier for me.
So I mean, through your years at college, I don't want to go by each one like we did high school because it's more college is faster anyway. It's just
way
fast like that. Like what's some like your best memories from being at Winthrop, just basketball wise?
Definitely winning the conference championship.
I went to the tournament.
Going to the tournament, that was a great accomplishment for me. Playing against different levels, just traveling. We went to the Virgin Islands for like a whole week.
Y'all played. You said I think we was talking outside a barbershop one time. You said y'all played Steph Curry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we played Steph and Seth. I played against both of them. Seth was actually in my class. You know what I'm saying? He played at Liberty, so he was in the conference with me. So we was like going head to head for player of the freshman of the year.
I know that.
Yeah. And then Steph was at Davidson. He was on another level.
Yeah, you had to guard him.
Not really, cause the dude who played, he was like defender player of the year or whatever. Okay. He held Steph to like 10 points the year before that, and Davidson like 30 minutes down the road, so it's like kind of a rival game. Mm-hmm. So he was like supposed to be like the Steph stopper. Steph lit us up for 30. Oh, you want to?
No awards this year.
Man, Steph killed us for 30. I'm talking about it was to the point where like it was easy. Like he just walking across the court. As soon as he crossed half court, he's shooting if you up on him. Yeah, he going by you.
He had that green light too, so
yeah, he had green light. That was like the year after he was supposed to go to the NBA.
Yeah, he took a year.
He came back to play point guard, like to show people he can play point guard.
How he want to make sure he get 30 on that nigga. Like, nah, 10 points, I'm getting 30 on you. Then I'm going to the NBA.
Right. Yeah, he torched us though. Like it wasn't even.
What about
like,
Seth?
Seth, he was. Yeah, nah, he wasn't garbage, but we beat him every time. Like I always got the best of him when we played each other and stuff.
Who won freshman of the year?
He did though. He did. He averaged like 30. He averaged like 25. He used to shoot the ball like 50 times a game.
Have you played somewhere where you had a green light? Like, cause I don't feel like you ever really had the green light. You always had to play like within the offense.
Right.
You just had to get you over whenever you got it.
Never for real until honestly Winthrop I had the green light.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I got to be like a sophomore. Once we won the championship, I was a sophomore. I led the team in points. Led the team in assists, everything that year. So after that, it was my team. Like I couldn't do no wrong at Winthrop.
So was it hard, like going to college out there, but then you got to come back home and going back like that home life versus going to college?
No, not really to me because I was never like no mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? I was always out in the streets and stuff. So like just going and being on my own or something was like. It was just fit the lifestyle that I was already on type thing. Yeah. But it really wasn't no big transition. It wasn't number 2 hours away. So
did you? I know you got in trouble in high school once. Did you ever get in trouble in college, or it was all good? Everything was straight.
It was. Nah, I actually got in trouble. I actually got locked up in college for beating up this dude in McDonald's for trying to beat up a girl.
I already knew that. Yeah. Let me tell you how. I only know because somebody had said something to you one time. And you had to explain. It was so on Facebook, which I guess is why you don't post a lot because people take it the wrong way, and then you're trying to defend your point. Like I forgot what it was, but you end up saying that like I went to school. I had gotten in trouble in school for beating somebody up for the same reason, so I'm not gonna be on that side or whatever.
Right.
I can't remember what happened. Well, you arguing with somebody.
Yeah, it was a girl. It was some girls in the school. You know how the local dudes come. Just like if a dude from Augusta State or Payne College goes out to the club that night. If a dude from Augusta, they're gonna automatically, this little schoolboy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who is this dude? You know what I mean? So we had the local dudes there, whatever. So they was trying to just holler at chicks. After the club, you always go to McDonald's. They were just hollering at chick. Girl dissed him or whatever. He got mad. You know what I'm saying? So they were just jiving back and forth, but he got serious, and I knew the girls. You know, they were cool. You know what I mean? So he caught back like he was finna hit her, and I just went off. Then it was just reaction, instinct. Like, so our whole team was fighting local dudes in McDonald's or whatever. We all got locked up or whatnot.
Damn.
Local Joes.
Did you get in trouble for that? Like, with the team, or they kind of just they understand?
I never got kicked off. They understood what was happening because, like, all the McDonald's workers and the girls came to court with me like the next morning to speak up on my behalf. So they let me out, and the school really didn't do nothing, but like articles was written. And the messed up part about it was that was the first day of official practice. So damn. We was partying, and then the next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, we were supposed to be in practice, but I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So the media and everything made it crazy to where, like, and then, like, you know, we basketball players, so they only put our name in the paper. Yeah. So it looked like we was in McDonald's fighting each other.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They like, what is these thugs doing? How they on the same team and fighting each other and stuff like that?
What did the coach say to you? Like, did they?
He was just mad that we was out at the time when we knew we had
like
practice.
Y'all was in a bad situation anyway from the
right.
get-go. Regardless of what the story was, you shouldn't have been
there. Yeah. Exactly.
Coach, they gonna get out to the bottom, but they don't care. Like, nah, I don't hear that. You shouldn't have been there in the first place.
And I didn't play the first game of the season.
From that.
Yeah, from that.
But so how would you describe your college career? Like, you happy with it? You feel like you could have did more?
I'm happy with it just because I don't regret nothing. But sometimes I used to feel like I should have picked somewhere else. Not because of the school, but just because of the system that they ran. You know what I mean? Like, I averaged the most points on our team all 3 years, the last 3 years of my career. And we ain't had no plays for the guards. Like, it was just big man stuff. Or every time I get a point, it'll be me grabbing the rebound and just going. Yeah. Type situations. Right. Like, the most points somebody ever scored, averaged at Winthrop, was 16 points at the time. Like, that's just how they ran their system. It was a team organized, you know what I'm saying, type of game. And with me being a guard and a smaller guard, if I'd have went to another school, like College of Charleston or somewhere where they like run up and down and shoot threes all game, I would have had a better like career farthest going pro. You know what I mean?
But so I was gonna ask you that, like, you didn't think to try, like, you didn't enter the draft, did you?
Nah.
And why? What was the reason behind that?
Because like when I first came out, it was kind of like you know, they had the lockout the year that I was in college. So once I was coming out, it was so hard to get jobs and stuff that I just kind of went and secured another job overseas just because it was so hard to get them at that time. Yeah. That was the time like J.R. Smith and them was going overseas. Oh, yeah, they was playing. Yeah, they weren't even playing in the NBA at the time because the lockout had just ended. So like you competing against NBA players for jobs overseas and stuff like that. So it was like, let me just go ahead and try to get in somewhere.
But so what is it like overseas though? Because like I took a lot of players, and of course they be currently playing, so they give me the good, but you already played, so you don't have to really lie about none of that. Like, what's that overseas life like? Is it all that they said, or is it kind of hyped up?
It's hyped up more than what they saying it is. You know what I mean? Because for the simple fact of after the recession, honestly, you know, the recession was in 2008 when it started. So like after that recession, a lot of stuff went out the window. Like, so you had jobs that was paying like in England making $10,000 a month playing basketball to now you getting $4,000 a month. Just because the economy was that bad and people was taking their money out of investments and stuff. So like overseas, the money wasn't that big at that time, and it still really isn't right now. So like a lot of people was going over there playing for just somewhere to stay, a car and stuff. I was at least fortunate to make like $4,000 a month, but that's still like somebody working at a regular job around
Somewhat, yeah.
a
Kinda,
decent
yeah.
job. You know what I mean? So
Pretty much, yeah.
it was like the
Factory
first,
too.
yeah, factory or something. So it was like the
Vogel.
first time I was hit. First time I was there, I was like, it's good money, you know what I'm saying? But I really can do this at home.
But so let me ask you. So let's just say them as 4,000 a year. What else you get with that? Like, what's the other perks? I'm trying to break it down. You get, let's say you get 4,000. They give you a car.
I got a car in the house.
Car is all yours, not yours.
Not all mine, but we shared. Like me and my roommate shared.
Yeah. Share the car too.
Yeah, shared the car in the spot.
Okay.
So you ain't have to pay for nothing. But another thing, I stayed in England. Their money is worth more than our money. You know what I mean? So you might go and buy you a pair of J's for $130. In American money, that's them $250. You know what I'm saying? So like when you go out to eat or something, you might buy a sandwich for $10. In American money, that's $17. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just taking care of yourself over there when you making that salary and you staying somewhere where the pound is worth more than the dollar.
Yeah.
It's like almost I'm getting half of a salary.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So I'm really just making enough to maintain up there. And when I come home for the summer,
it ain't nothing.
I ain't making. I gotta go do something or figure something out. I got a little bit to save. I got a little bit saved up. So by the time I'm going for that next job this next year, I got $0 in my pocket.
Got you.
All that happened when they switched from marks to euros.
Right.
Because the mark was half, and the euro was equivalent. Then a couple years went by, and it ended up being more.
Right. And then seeing British, that's pounds. They don't even use euros. So that's worth more than the euro. So it was kind of different. But after doing that, like 2 or 3 years, I came back home and my little sister was buying a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, what? I'm in the wrong business. My little sister buying the house, like, and I'm overseas, I'm doing this, that.
And I think sometimes a title, like tell me, like, I played professional basketball.
They
like
just want to hold on to that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But when you doing that, you playing professional basketball, you ain't building no credit. You ain't doing nothing for yourself for this, like, you know what I'm saying? Being a grown up for real. Like it's like you still a teenager.
Of college. It's an extension of college.
Yeah, it's an extension of college. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I come home.
Now, the first question you asked is, which team was better? The Final Four team at Butler, elite team. No, I guess elite 18 at Butler, or the state championship at Glen Hills.
Ooh, that's tough. I honestly would say that team at Butler.
Oh, I like that answer.
Just like I can say, if those two teams would have matched up, we was too small. Like Butler team was a college team.
What about 08 Reggie versus 05 Reggie?
I just don't know if it would have been that big of a difference because, like I said,
you got Austin, Butler, you got Brent.
Yeah, so my defense, I would have just guarded the 3. Like,
I got you.
Once you get past me and go into the lane, I'm letting you go because I know it's getting blocked. You know what I mean?
What else? Okay,
but Glen Hills was a better team. Like, so on a given night, if Butler came out, like if we came out slow, in that 1-3-1, we would have torched them. Yeah, we would have torched them. That's a hard pick.
He did ask the top 5 questions. That's kind of hard to do, but you gotta name 5. Just I guess he asked the top 5 players to ever, in your opinion, to play at Glen Hills and Butler. That's 10 players. That's a lot. What's 5 good players that you like from Glen Hills all time and Butler all time? That you know of, that you play, just something for you.
Right. I'm gonna start with Butler.
Okay.
Marcus Walker.
Yeah.
Marcus Curry, Rick McGee. I go with Tyrese Harris. He played with me my senior year. He was a monster.
I like Tyrese.
He was just basic ball and dumb.
Okay.
That's
He gonna like that.
Yeah. That's the top 5 I say from Butler. Glenn Hills would be George Brown and us.
And that's like just the state team.
Yeah, the state team of George Brown.
Episode. And then the last question he asks is, what did you think about him when he was playing that Butler?
He was a dog. I used to always say, if he get his handles better, he's really gonna be amazing.
That's one thing I like about you. Like, I seen you could go with your right all the way and your left. Like, I seen you break presses with just one hand.
Right.
Speed in one hand. That's it. Like funny. I seen at one time somebody was saying something. This is I have to ask you this too. They're like, Reggie don't got no moves. I'm like, I don't think he had a move. He doesn't have to do that. Like,
I don't have to do it. Right.
I think it was like, again, it's like 4 times back to back. You took the ball and you got the layup 4 times.
Right.
And because Darius had that move, you know, it's funny. A lot of people thought Darius was better than you.
Yeah, and that's why like a lot of people think like Day was better than me or PJ. They crowd pleasers. Yeah, you know what I mean? They crowd pleasers.
You didn't care about that.
No, I'm winning. I'm a win. I never lost in Augusta. Never.
So, but okay, but and I only say that I say the Darius thing because I thought it was ironic that people were saying that, you know, and then when you left, you kind of seen the difference. Like, okay, this is not what we thought he was going to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is a funny story about Darius. I remember I played JV with him, and I think Stewart had told he was complaining about something. He was like, "Man, yeah, let Peter come in the house and do whatever he wanted to do. Best point guard in Richmond County." Boy, Darius, he left practice and everything. He would blow that day. That nigga left practice and everything. Like, he was like, I'm the best point guard. He's like, it's hard to tell. Like, you know, he said you couldn't tell. I knew that. I said, yeah, I ain't playing with these niggas. I can't do that. But that was a funny day. He left practice and everything. He's like, I'm out. He just left.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
That shit was funny though. That was a funny ass day. But anyway, all right. So you talking about, you know, being overseas and getting this taste for clothing, even though you already had it, but just learning about fabrics and stuff like that. Was that was overseas like your experience over there with basketball and just the money you were making versus coming here and then seeing sister get this house? Did it have any impact on you starting your own brand and your own thing?
Yeah, like honestly, like you said before, you know the family and stuff I came from. So
right.
It was always said like, man, when I was in college and stuff, my cousins used to be like, man, we got money to do something. You just need to go to college and get a degree and learn this stuff. And you know what I'm saying? So that was always a dream for me to have my own business anyway. Like, I never, ever wanted to work nowhere. Ever. You know what I mean? So not saying that it's a bad thing to work somewhere, but that's just not it just wasn't my vision ever. Like all my older cousins and stuff, like they was just waiting on me type thing to get right, and they was just gonna put all their money behind me, whether if I played basketball.
You the point guard, bro. You got a point guard in life too.
Right. So that always been like a goal of mine to do with me and my family and stuff. Anyway, but once I went overseas and seen like different clothing and how cheap that stuff was, stuff like that, then I was like, it's definitely a lane. Because at that time, like the clothes even cheaper now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At that time, people was buying $300-$400 outfits, buying, you know what I'm saying, True Religion stuff and stuff like that was extra expensive that didn't even look that good. Like when I was in England, my teammates used to have to stop me from buying certain stuff because they'll be like, man, that's some bull. You know what I mean? but
you buying some cool clothing?
It's the fashion capital. So like,
oh yeah.
You can run into a little dude on the side of the street who makes some shit that's dope, that look real nice. Mm-hmm. But of course, like they fashion junkies, so they just be like, man, that cheap stuff like that's like somewhere going to Manhattan or something in the mall. You know what I mean? Yeah. To them, but to me, I'm looking like, man, this shit hard. I take
niggas
this back
always
home.
shitting on Manhattan, dog. Manhattan just a little behind in fashion. That's it. Their clothes all right. They just behind in fashion.
Yeah. So when I used to do that, I was like, dang, I really can't. Like, I really was finna start buying clothes from up there and just shipping it back to my house, like, try to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was at with it at that time. But then once I got back here, my partner, Young Ron, you know, he rap.
Yeah.
He was doing
Augusta State.
Yeah, he was doing the music and stuff. He had a whole mixtape called Came From Nothing. everything like that. So I was like, well, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling her, like, well, that's me. Came from nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just always mess with him about it because he had like merchandise to sell, like to promote his, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Music and stuff. So yeah, it came from nothing stuff. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do that one day. You know what I'm saying? Then like 3 years later down the road, I was like, bro, I'm ready I'm ready to do this. But he wasn't on the same page and stuff at the time. But a dude like him keep it so real. He like, bro, I don't care if you use your name. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, bro. You know what I mean? And then that's when I just came up with the logo and everything. Took it to a whole new level.
I guess just if you can like explain it like to the person that's from Winthrop, that's not from Augusta, that's hood. Like, what does came from nothing mean to you anyway?
Came from nothing. It just really mean like I ain't nobody who like grew up super duper poor, stuff like that. But I was always raised on like being a man, like doing it for yourself or getting your own type thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean came from nothing. When I say came from nothing, I don't mean like you just was poor.
Yeah.
I mean like you really had that initiative and got up off your ass and like,
make a plan.
Went and did something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Without no help. And even if you got help, like you showed the initiative in the beginning to make somebody want to give you help. Like I got a lot of help in my life, but I never went to nobody and said, man, help me with this. Like I was just grinding so hard that somebody seen it was like, hey man, I'm gonna introduce you to this person who makes shirts. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's different stuff like that. Like you don't have to be somebody who just came from nothing from poorness and just made it without anybody helping you out at all or doing something because you can't do it by yourself. But far as like taking your own initiative and starting something else, kind of like how you did. Yeah. You ain't no dude who in the streets or
you know, the
gangster,
even with this though, like you probably gonna say like, Slim, you wouldn't know that because you know me back then, but I don't be talking like I never talk like that. I was always to myself.
I probably was the only person you talked to in that class.
I never talked to nobody.
Yeah, so by you doing this breakout and coming out, you definition came from that.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But I asked that, you know, with the whole making the show, like you got not only the clothing line, you got you got an actual place they can come buy it from.
Right.
Like, how you even get that, like the building and like, what was the mindset of that? Because you got most people, no respect to nobody that's doing this, they sell it out the trunk and they call up. You got to sell how you gonna sell it. That's fine.
Right.
But every time I see you selling stuff, it's like professional, kind of like, you know, you got the table stands of the game. You out there at the place where they got the stands at and everything. You got the store. You can come shop at the store. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you do everything on a professional level. So, what's the mindset behind that? How you even came with that?
Just playing basketball, actually, man. Like going through college and seeing professional stuff. Like you don't half-ass nothing. Whatever you put in, you get out. You know what I'm saying? Like they just teach you that or instill that to you into ball and stuff like that. So, and honestly, like Libra, she had the Fresco shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My boy Ray and a couple other people, they had the Deluxe shop before. Mm-hmm. So I had already seen it been done before. You know what I mean? But like I wanted to really brand it like in more of a professional way than they did. Like I felt like they had more so different clothing, like how I sell different people clothes. But I wanted to like make it an impact on like my brand and this is my store type thing. So like you said, like how we was talking about earlier,
I was gonna say that,
it's always the second or third person.
You in the first person, but now you're doing it on a level where
on
like
another
somebody
level.
Gonna see it, and the person come after you gonna do something, change something up too.
Exactly, it's gonna come. That's why I stay grinding. Whoever out here looking at me, I'm coming. I ain't gonna never stop. So y'all better get on your game for real. But it's gonna be somebody always that's gonna come.
Me and him was talking to Slim, and I was telling him, you know, like how the podcasts go. And sometimes when I talk to people, they, like I said, when I started, I didn't know anybody had a podcast right because I never heard of it. But when I talk to people, they say they did. That's fine. I ain't gonna trip. But like he was saying, like, it's not, you don't have to be the first person, you know what I'm saying? Because it's somebody like you that's doing it. And you're doing it on a great level, you know what I'm saying? So you see people ahead of you and you say, okay, I like that, but they don't do this. I'm going to do this.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do
elevate
that.
It. You know what I'm saying? But with me and him, that's the same thing. Because like he been doing video. He always did that. I like it. I said, hey, yo, I need you to do video for me. And we do it that way. So it's just kind of like one of them things where you help each other and, you know, work together.
Exactly.
We don't have that competitive thing,
Exactly.
like most people might have. But yeah, I do. I find that a lot. You say you do this, and people say, "Well, I've been doing that 4 years ago." I don't remember it, bro.
Yeah.
But more power to
And
you.
actually, like how you said, like I was selling them out my trunk and stuff too. But my teammate, my roommate for 4 years in college, he was already doing income taxes and stuff. So when I first came home, I used to help him with it. And like once he seen me start getting serious about my clothes, he was like, "Man, we might as well get a building together." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to just get in the building without ever doing nothing. Like,
Well, you do taxes though, right?
Yeah, and I knew money was gonna be benefit. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be there. So that's what made me get the building.
I ain't even gonna lie though. I'm gonna keep 100 with you, right? I remember I think you was posting about that. That's when you started posting a lot about the taxes thing, right?
That what started off.
I remember somebody come in and was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'll ever do my taxes." I think the people look at somebody like play like he play ball. I don't. Why he know about taxes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people be crazy saying something like that, bro.
Though.
Like
to me, I ain't have no job at the time, so it didn't matter.
Right.
But when I heard him say that, I was like, it's kind of odd to say. Like, why you just assume he can't count because he play basketball? Like,
yeah, like
that shit crazy.
That's all we do.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
But no, shit, my major was business, bro, and like I actually. My major was actually entrepreneurship, but most people don't have that major where they in their schools.
Yeah, most schools don't have it.
Yeah, most schools don't have that major. But by me being an entrepreneurship major, like I didn't just do accounting or finance. You feel me? Like I took everything. Accounting, finance, and marketing. You know what I'm saying? Management, H&R, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing that I didn't learn about running a business, and income tax ain't nothing but accounting and financing. Like.
Yeah, like I said, but then also you gotta think, like I said, people know you for what they know you as. So
exactly.
When you're in high school, if somebody had a class and you take it seriously, right. They know you as the ball player that didn't take that class serious. That one class that they know you from.
Exactly.
You don't take it seriously. So like how you.
And I'm not the type of person that's gonna like try to prove something, try to prove or do something extra just to show you that I'm qualified for
like
it.
Go live, like see, guys, I got this tax.
Ain't looking at, if you ain't messing with me, you ain't. But best believe Ed know I gotta look in the camera again because all y'all kids need to be like this. I graduated from with a 3.0 and in 4 years. Didn't have to take 5, didn't have to do nothing, never failed the class no more. So when y'all ask that question of how I'm doing it or why I'm doing it, it's because I got the credentials.
That's what's up though. Yeah. But like, so I guess with the clothing I want to ask too, like how do you determine your pricing and stuff like that too? Like, cause I know like I said, you took the business, so I'm pretty sure you look at all of that.
Right.
How do you determine your prices, your sales? I know there's a new season coming on, so like what you gonna do differently now that you didn't do last season with shirts and stuff like that? You got hats?
Yeah, I had hats, but they just sold out so quick. But basically with the pricing, I just try to go up under store values. Like if I look at Nike and see they selling some shorts for $50, of course I can't sell no shorts for $50. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to get the quality close to it. Yeah. And I might be selling them for $35.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to kill nobody or beat nobody's head in, but at least I am paying for this. So you know what I'm saying? I try to do that. And with the different styles, I'm trying to just get the quality better. Like I ain't really gonna change too much. My logo and stuff is set. Like I just need to get better quality and just keep growing with the quality or whatever.
Yeah, I like I said,
but I'm scared to move up with the quality because then that's when you're gonna get how is that high? You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is this was like a $30 hoodie and $20 shirts. Nobody not gonna complain about that.
I don't know. People complain about stuff when they know the person. Like when you know somebody, it's we don't like. I'm trying to think of a brand. I don't know. Whatever brand, you don't know that person, so they're not accessible to say why you selling it for this much.
Exactly.
When they know you, it's like, why is it this much? Because they can ask you why. Exactly. And maybe you might lower the price. I don't know, but that's just common nature, I think.
And I already know that with me being an entrepreneurship major, I've done took classes and did so many different business modules and stuff like that. I already understand that. So when I came in, I first started, it was just white and black. That's it.
Yeah.
$20. you can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't want to spend $20 with me, then you just don't want to see me do it. Like it's just simple as that. You know what I mean? Funny. So when I did that, that kind of set the market, for me. So when I go to more colors and different colors, then it's kind of gonna be a little bit more, or you gonna respect that you paying the same price still for even more. You getting more a little bit, but you still paying the same price.
Is what you're doing now, and let's just say basketball. Like, you ever find that is any common relationship there, like stuff you might learn on the court you utilize there, and vice versa?
A lot of stuff like I learned on the court I use in life in general. One thing is like having a short-term memory. You know what I mean? Like not getting too caught up in the highs or the lows or whatever you're doing. You know how in basketball, if you shoot the ball and you shoot the air ball, if you go back in your mind and just thinking, man, I missed the shot, and the nigga, next time they pass you the ball, you ain't even ready to shoot it. Like you thinking about that old play, you ain't even ready to shoot. You gonna shoot another brick. You know what I'm saying? Or if you come in the game, if you ain't had a great game and you done had 30 last game, you remembering you had 30. So in practice this week, you might just be on some, man, I can't miss over there. I don't even got to practice for that no more. You know what I mean? Then you come in the game that next game and can't buy a basket because you done got too big for yourself. So that's a lot of stuff that I always have a short-term memory, whether it's good or bad. Like, it don't matter. I'm looking forward and just focus on the next play.
I would assume like right now, business is not booming like how it's supposed to be because one for the virus, obviously, but just the season changing and it's just so much different. Everybody focus on living right now.
Everybody focus on, and not only that, like it's a lot of other people doing things and coming on out. And ever since I have started that, like it's a lot of other people selling their shirts. It was people selling their shirts before I did that kind of got more notoriety once I started doing it. That was before me because it just became, I feel like it became a real thing of people actually, local people making clothes now.
What do you think about that? And not to downplay anybody, but when I first started this year, what was he did? Wayne, I think. Wayne, you remember Wayne with the Butler?
Yeah.
He got a clothing line. I was asking like, what he think about clothes? Because some people don't have really a brand. They just got a saying on a shirt.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
They don't know about texture.
Exactly.
Nothing about nothing. They just know the font of. Maybe they don't know the font of what
they just know what they want to put in. If it look cool on their shirt or
and
whatnot.
they popping enough to sell something.
Right. And this the thing I say, like I like it. I don't knock nobody doing what they're doing to try to make some money and do something. And it's not going to hurt me at all because I know if you bought that shirt, I know you're going to buy mine. You know what I mean? Like, if you bought that shirt with that quality, I'm happy you bought that. Now I can come and sell you my shirt.
Do you ever get, like, somebody, maybe any local people that make their shirts saying, like, hey, let me buy some of my shirts and sell them at your store or something? Do you ever think about doing that?
Yeah, I have, but it's like, most people, I don't really want, I don't want like this. You see how like this? I would want like a special design from them. Because
exclusive.
Yeah, I won't want an exclusive design for them to put in my store because they're going to be selling their own stuff.
Got you.
And the only way to make money is to add profit on there. So I don't want to be like selling this shirt. Say if this is another person, I wouldn't want to have this in my store for $50. When the same dude right around the corner is selling his for 30 still. Yeah. It's going to make it look like, oh, you trying to kill the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to beat them across the head. So I would only want exclusive stuff from somebody that's outside the store.
What's your plans, though, with Come From Nothing? Like, I know right now you kind of still in the beginning because you ain't been doing it that long, but you just made big steps in the beginning.
Right.
You got the right path, right mindset. But what's your like a goal of yours with Came From Nothing?
My goal is to like just expand more, you know what I'm saying? Start going on tour. I just really need to, I'm really still playing with doing different stuff. Like Wayne, he on a different level. Like if I was on like the level of he doing like with fathers, he know the measurements to put around your collar. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Once I get on that level, then I really feel like I can go worldwide with it. You know what I'm saying? Because my network big from basketball. Yeah. So you got people in England telling me, oh, I like the shirt, send it there and this, that, and the third. But once I get the quality to that place, then I feel like I can sell it everywhere. But I ain't gonna take it nowhere right now people when I gotta sell to people who don't know me from a can of paint.
Right.
When the quality and stuff is just gonna be the only thing that moves you.
With you being linked to basketball, I don't know if it's like too mundane or too like cliche for you, but like, you don't think about like kind of sponsoring like a AU team or something like that, or
Yeah, I will, but it's like I kind of want to I kind of want to be clear on what I'm doing.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
before you
Instead
do
of
all that.
spreading, that's kind of why I did a store instead of getting an online shop, because I felt like it'll be more meaningful being here. Everybody will be walking. So when you go into the store or something, you see somebody, dang, he got on the came from that shirt, this, that, and the third. So it's more meaningful now. But if I would have did it initially with the network that I have, and I would have did it all over the world first, it wouldn't have been meaningful because nobody would have been seeing it. It would have been one person in Washington with one on, somebody in Florida with one on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would have been selling the same volume, but it wouldn't have been more of an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to do it my way. And I basically ruined my career by listening to somebody else. So
I don't blame it. I'm the same way. I do everything my way now. I tried that one time. I feel like I'm paying for it for years. Yeah. I told myself I'm gonna lose on my own before, because you blaming somebody else, and I can't blame that person.
Exactly.
But your instinct tell you to, because you trusted that person to.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm the same with you. I'm good on that. Everything. If I want to fail, I'm gonna fail on my own.
I'm gonna fail on my own. Right.
My own decision.
Right.
Well, I mean, so what's something you want to just tell the people about, you that you didn't say within the time we was talking, or that you feel like maybe they don't know about you?
I mean, I can just say I appreciate everybody for supporting me, who have been supporting me. I just want everybody to, stay down with me, because it only gonna get better. Like, everything I do, I put all into it and only grow, you know what I'm saying, every day. So with the opportunities and with everybody showing me love like that, it's only right that I grow, and they gonna see that, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be one of these dudes who just making money and you don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time you come in my store, it's gonna be something new in there. Or something.
Speaking of store, give them the location, the address, and everything too.
It's 120 James Brown Boulevard, Augusta, Georgia 30904.
And what kind of payment you take? You only take like at the store? You got cash app? Can they cash app you something, or you
they can do anything? Apple Pay, whatever. Yeah,
whatever
way you want to pay. Whatever pay you want to pay, American Express, I don't care what you got. If it's white, I got you.
I bet. That's what's up. All right, man. I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, to me, it was something I wanted to do, but I wanted to do it right. Like, I didn't want to do it. If I was trying to hit you up about doing it, I just fell back from it because I knew I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it this way.
Right. And I probably would have said nah anyway, because
you said
was trying to get it started. Like,
yeah, you said, but we wouldn't have that much to talk about. It'd been more basketball, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? But being able to see your growth and just the stuff you're doing with the Came From Nothing brand is dope. And then also just seeing, like, not even just you, but the people you putting on with it. Now they out of trouble too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, hey, it's a way for everybody. So
exactly.
I think that's just dope, man.
Exactly. That's the goal with it, to bring some unity to the city, because I go to different cities. I done been all over the world, and really ain't no place different than here. It's just like the mind frame that people got other places, and the money that they putting back into their community type thing. Yeah, which help them grow. You know what I mean?
All right, man. We out. Morning Masters podcast. Make sure y'all check out the episode. Make sure you go shop. Came From Nothing. Say they can find you where on Broad Street? 120
James Brown Boulevard.
120 James Brown Boulevard. You take everything, Cash App, Apple Pay, American Express. If it's swipe, you got it.
Everything. Cash App, PayPal, whatever you want.
So, I guess, what would you consider? Are you a Glen Hills legend or a Butler legend? Or you both?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay, got you. Just make sure. And them alumni game, why you don't play half and half? Why you don't play half?
Because I graduated from Glen Hills, man, and it's like, everything from Glen Hills, like, I don't know if I went to school with like 20 of my cousins.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. The fact when now you had a story from Butler, I can see why you only play at Glen Hill, because they didn't really do nothing.
They didn't do nothing for me, man.
They tried to kill you.
Yeah, they tried to end me.
End your career. Yeah. So I'm surprised you don't say that often, but now I see why. It'd be draining to keep doing that every time.
I ain't the type of person that bash. Like, I ain't even got no energy to tell nobody the negative parts of or tell somebody a sour part about somebody else. It's just like moving forward and on to the new.
I don't blame you, man. So but you're done. Basketball's over. You're not coming back. That's it.
Yeah,
Alumni games only.
Yeah, alumni games only. You might catch me coaching or something one day.
Oh, okay.
Training or something.
AAU.
Yeah.
Came from nothing. AAU team.
I rather, yeah, man. I'd rather be a skill development or something though.
I was gonna say that though.
I ain't got the patience to coach.
I don't blame you, but I was gonna say that the skill development thing, cause I like just the skill you have. Like a lot of people can learn that both hands. I think you probably first player I seen use both hands like the same
Right.
string. So, but all right, man. More Masters podcast. We out, man. Shout out to Reggie for coming through. 2-hour interview, man. This was dope. I know you don't do these all the time.
Yes, sir.